Jumbo, bonjour, aloha, buenos dias. Good morning, guys. Today we are going to talk about character traits. What are character traits? Can anybody tell me what a character trait is? Character traits are ways that we describe a person inside as well as their outside. Can you take out your red composition notebook, please? And we're going to make a T-chart, just like the one that we made when we did the even and odd. So we'll draw a big T. Of course the marker stops writing. Just like that. We're going to discuss the standard for Oklahoma 3.3.R3. And our I can statement is, today we are going to be able to identify the character traits from a story. Can you guys say that with me? Say, I can identify character traits from a story. Very good. So we're going to watch a little video that will help us to figure out a little more about character traits and see how we can identify them without even judging anybody. Okay? So let's take a peek and see where that is. So we'll present our tab. And it is this one. All right.
Miners, I'm so glad that you are here. So today we are going to learn how to be cool in third grade. So we have a couple things that whenever we're doing videos like this, I'm usually doing this from my home or school. So remember that you can always pause the video. So if there's something you don't understand, this is a video, so you can pause it. You can go back and rewind it. So if there's anything that you need, then just go back and check it out. Okay. So today we're gonna focus on a couple really big things, and we're going to look at when a person has a viewpoint and how can they actually work with people who have different or diverse ideas than them. So we're going to take that down a little bit more today and define character traits. So let's look at that word character. That's that person or animal, but in this case we're going to read a book about students in third grade. And we're going to also learn some vocabulary today that's going to help us use words to be able to explain character traits. So when we look at what a character trait is, if you notice, there are things that when we look at a character that are on the outside of us that you see immediately when you meet somebody. So what are their physical traits? What do we see? So for me, I have brown hair. I have my Moore shirt on that you can see that I'm a miner. I have blue or green eyes. So the things that you see, what people are wearing, the outside. It's very easy to find that, but a lot of times authors will write what the person looks like or what they're wearing, so we get that idea. We're going to focus today on also what's on the inside of people. So sometimes we as readers, we get to learn people's thoughts, what they do, their actions, the words that they use, how they feel. Those are all personality traits, who they are. So remember, when we talk about personality traits, we're learning what the character says, does, or thinks or feels, those are the character traits. Here are a couple character traits I want you to look at and think about. And so today your assignment's going to be actually putting these into categories. And I'm going to be really general and go through these really quickly. So you can stop, and I want you to put them in either a positive category or negative for a character trait. Okay, so generous is giving. Selfish, that word self is in there. I'm the opposite of generous. I'm going to keep things to myself and not share. I have a positive one, honest, and dishonest. Respectful. See that word respect? Respectful. If someone is respectful, is that a positive or negative trait? Confidence. Look at this student. The student is showing confidence. They can do it. They know they can do it. Intelligent. Sometimes we say smart. Cruel. If someone is cruel, this character, some of you may not know this character, her name was Cruella. She was very mean, not nice to people or animals. Brave. When you take on or do something that you're not comfortable with, you are brave. Here's another double one, polite and impolite. Polite is courteous, kind, saying things like thank you and please. Athletic has that word athlete in it. So someone who is very physically confident and able to do sports and athletics well. Okay, so put those into categories, and we will come back and check those in a little bit. So today we talked about character traits. We talked about that a character thinks, acts, or looks is what a character does. We also learned that we can take traits and we can move them into positives or negatives. So go ahead, I can't wait to look and see what you are going to do and how you separated those character traits. We'll start with that next time. And remember to stay awesome. If you have any questions, please reach out.
All right. Did you guys enjoy that video?
Yes.
It was pretty informative, right? We learned a lot. So now, what are character traits? Tell me, Shania.
A person's personality or feeling or what they look like.
Excellent. Tell me, Mackenzie, what is a character trait?
A character trait is like their emotion.
That's part of it. Yes, you're right. Adriana, can you tell me what a character trait is?
It's like a kind of, it's when like they're positive for what they want to do, and sometimes they can be cool and mean.
You're right. Very good. Excellent. So the big definition of a character trait is adjectives that describe a person's appearance, which is how they look, which is their outside, or their personality, which is their inside, like how they behave, how they think. Are they kind? Are they greedy? Are they mean? Are they happy? Or, so things like that. So I'm going to show you guys some cards, and I want you to help me to identify whether they are physical or personality, okay? So here's this one. Can you guys see this word? Tall. Is tall a personality or is it a physical trait?
Physical.
Physical, right there. Awesome. Okay. What about this one? Happy. Is happy a personality trait or is it a physical?
Personality trait.
Personality, very good. All right. Ooh, what about this one? Skinny. Is that a physical or is that a personality trait?
Personality trait. Physical.
It's physical. Because you can look at somebody and you can tell if they're skinny, right? So it is definitely a physical. Let's see. What about this one? Blue eyes. Is that a personality or is that a physical trait?
Physical.
Physical. How do you know?
Because they can't change how they look.
Exactly. That's part of the exterior, the outside. What about, let's see. What about this one? Humble. Is humble a personality trait or is it a physical?
Personality.
Personality, very good. How do you know?
Because that's kind of like a feeling.
You're right. Can you see humble? Like am I wearing a humble?
No.
No. So it's definitely a personality, right? So
Yeah.
what about what about this one? Loving. Is loving personality? Very good. How do you know?
Because you can't really see.
Exactly. You cannot wear loving. What about this one? Long hair. Is that a personality or is that a physical trait?
Physical.
Physical. How do you know?
You could see it.
You can see it. Yes, ma'am. Super brilliant. I swear it. All right. We got a couple more. You guys are doing wonderful. Okay. What about this one? This one's kind of tricky. Jealous.
Personality.
Personality. Awesome. How do you know?
It's because it's a feeling. You could still see it on somebody's face, but it's a feeling.
You're right. It's a feeling, so it's definitely a personality trait. What about this one? Short.
Physical.
Physical. Very good. How do we know?
Because everybody can be short.
Exactly. That is a physical trait. You guys are super smart. Okay. 2 more. You got your thinking cap on?
Yep.
Throw your propeller. Go. Pew! All right. What about that one? Patience. Personality. Very good. How do you know?
Because you have that personality.
Exactly, because you can't wear patience, right? I mean, you can show patience, but you can't wear it, right? What about, let's find,
I've been doing that.
what about this one? Brown eyes. That is a physical trait. Very good. Okay.
Eyebrows. Let's say eyebrows.
So now which one do you think is more important? A physical trait or a personality trait?
Physical. Personality.
So why do you think a physical trait is more important?
Personality is really important because if you have no emotions, how will people tell how you're feeling?
That's very good, Mackenzie. Awesome. I love it. And why do you think a physical trait is more important?
Because you have no things about the character's details. How
Right.
you look.
Or do you think they're equal? Do you think they're equal? Yeah, I agree. I love it. Equal. Because you can be cute as a button, but if you're mean, then people aren't going to want to be around you, right? Or you could look like an old hermit toad, but if you're super nice, then people won't care what you look like because you're kind and you have a good heart, right? All right. So there are 5 big questions when it comes to personality and character traits. How many questions are there? 5. There are 5 big questions. So write these down. What does a character say and do? Okay? This is how we learn how to identify our characters. We learn if they're the good guy or if they're the bad guy. If they're the victim or the villain. Okay? So what does the character think and feel? Okay? And then number 3 is how does the character look? Because remember, looks are important. They could look sneaky. They could look rich. They could look old. There's so many different ways that a character can look, which helps us to identify how they're going to act in the story, right? What do other characters think about that character? This is important because this lets you know that maybe if he's not so nice to the other characters, he's not a very nice guy, right?
No.
Okay. And then how does that character make you feel? These are all really important questions.
That makes me so happy.
All right. So do you guys feel like you understand what a physical trait is?
Yeah.
Tell me, what is a physical trait?
A physical person cannot
Okay, so big question. Is a physical trait inside or outside?
outside.
Outside. Very good. Is a personality trait inside or outside?
Inside.
Inside. Can you name one physical trait about Miss Williams? Tell me, Mackenzie.
Yeah. Medium hair.
I have blonde hair. Very good. Can you name one personality trait about Miss Williams?
Happy.
I'm happy. See? Very good. So can you name one physical trait about Miss McNeil? Tell me, Mackenzie.
Caring.
She is, but we are talking about the physical.
Oh, yeah.
Miss McNeil is tall, right? So would that be a physical trait? It would, wouldn't it? What about a personality trait of Miss McNeil? Tell me, Shania.
Nice.
She is. She's a very sweet teacher, isn't she? All right. So do you feel like we broke down that part of the character trait? You think we know it? Touch your head if you feel like you know what a character trait is. Good job. I love it. All right. So how do you feel about doing a brain break since we've done a lot of thinking? Thumbs up for a brain break? All right. Let me see if I can find one of our favorites.
I guess so.
You guess so? I'm glad you agree. So let's take a peek and see what we got going on now. Brain break, brain break. What shall we find?
There's 9 people in the class.
You know, since it's so close to Thanksgiving, let's do a Thanksgiving brain break. How's that sound?
Good.
All right. Are you going to eat turkeys with Miss Williams?
Turkey Danced Freeze by The Learning Station. Available in single song download.
Marching.
Take 2 steps forward. Take 2 steps back. Shake your tail feathers. Now tap, tap, tap. Now we strut, strut, strut. Then we gobble, gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Then we flap, flap our wings.
You turn the camera on so I can see.
Then we wobble, wobble, wobble. We're doing the turkey dance freeze. We're strutting and slapping our wings. We're doing the turkey dance freeze. And we'll all do this together now. Freeze! Take 2 steps forward. Take 2 steps back. Shake your tail feathers. Now tap, tap, tap. Now we strut, strut, strut. Then we gobble, gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Then we flap, flap our wings. Then we wobble, wobble, wobble. Brain break. Doing the turkey dance freeze. We're strutting and slapping our wings. We're doing the turkey dance freeze. And we'll all do this together now. Freeze! Take 2 steps forward. Take 2 steps back. Shake your tail feathers. Now tap, tap, tap. Now we strut, strut, strut. Then we gobble, gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Then we flap, flap our wings. Then we wobble, wobble, wobble. We're doing the turkey dance freeze. We're strutting and slapping our wings. We're doing the turkey dance freeze. And we'll all do this together now. Freeze! There's a red heart that magically appears somewhere in this video. Please let us know where you find it in the comment section below.
All right. Did you guys enjoy that?
Yeah.
Did you wiggle a little and got your feathers all fluffed?
Yes.
That's nice, right? We got some blood flowing and our heart pumping. All right. So now I want to share a story with you guys about a fish. Why a fish, you say? Well, it's not just any fish. It's a rainbow fish. Do you guys ever hear the story of the rainbow fish?
No.
No? Oh my goodness, it's a classic. It's one of the best ones.
I have.
You have?
He has like these rainbow skills, and everybody asks.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay, but in this story, I need you guys to watch with your eyes and listen for physical traits. What are physical traits?
The graphics details.
Yes. But are they the inside or the outside?
Outside.
Very good. And listen and watch for the personality traits. Okay? And then I need you to watch with your eyes and listen for the changes. Because they're tricky in there, but I promise you they're in there. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
All right, here we go. We are now presenting the rainbow fish. I hope you guys love this story. I think it's a great one.
Hello, and welcome to Storyline Online, brought to you by the Screen Actors Guild Foundation. My name is Ernest Fortnine, and we're going to be reading a book today called The Rainbow Fish by Marcus Pfister.
What do you think is going to happen in this book?
There's going to be a fish with a lot of rainbows in it.
And we're gonna count the number from
Colors.
I know it's gonna happen. She's gonna have to use her scale.
You're right. Okay, well, let's take a peek and see what happens.
Let's mute our laptop.
Yes, mute, please.
A long way out in the deep blue sea, there lived a fish. Not just an ordinary fish, but the most beautiful fish in the entire ocean. His scales were every shade of blue, green, purple, with sparkling silver scales among them. Oh, beautiful. The other fish were amazed at his beauty. They called him Rainbow Fish. Come on, Rainbow Fish, they would call. Come on and play with us. But the Rainbow Fish would just glide past, proud and silent, letting his scales.
Okay. So what are the character traits of the rainbow fish so far?
The rainbow fish.
Can you tell me? Can you tell me how his attitude is? Is he nice?
No.
No, he's not being very nice right now, is he? He's kind of rude and arrogant, right?
He's shy, maybe.
Maybe.
Shy.
Maybe. So what are some of his physical traits right now?
Like, you know, when people are shy, they just walk by without even saying anything.
You're right. You're right. Can you tell me one of his physical traits?
He's rainbow.
He's rainbow.
rainbow.
You're right.
He's rainbow.
Is he shiny?
Yes.
He is. Is he colorful?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see what else happens to Mr. Rainbow Fish.
Shimmer.
Holy God.
One day, a little blue fish followed after him. Rainbow Fish, he called. Wait for me. Please, give me one of your shiny scales. They're so wonderful and you have so many. You want me to give you one of my special scales? Who do you think you are? Cried.
Uh-oh. What's the character trait of our rainbow fish now?
Me.
Yes, very good. He's being mean and rude, right?
Very selfish and rude.
Is he kind?
No. I'm gonna get him.
Very good.
No.
He is. He's being selfish, isn't he?
I'm about to make a good pun.
All right,
He's being
let's
selfish.
see. Very good.
No.
Cried the rainbow fish. Get away from me. Shocked, the little blue fish swam away.
How does the little blue fish right now feel?
Sad.
He's sad, right? He's kind of like heartbroken.
Disappointed.
You're right. He's kind of disappointed. I agree. All right, let's see.
He was so upset, he told all his friends of what had happened. From then on, no one would have anything to do with the rainbow fish. They turned away when he swam by. what good were the dazzling, shimmering scales with no one to admire them? Now
How do you think Rainbow Fish is feeling right now?
Sad.
He's sad, right?
Lonely.
He's lonely and he's sad. Very good. You guys are the best.
He's confused why nobody's gonna admire him.
You're right. You're right. Let's see what happens.
he was the loneliest fish in the entire ocean. One day he poured out his troubles to the starfish. I really am beautiful. Why doesn't anybody like me? I can't answer that for you, said the starfish. But if you go beyond the coral reef to a deep cave, you will find the wise octopus. Maybe she can help you. The rainbow fish found the cave. It was very dark inside, and he couldn't see anything. And then suddenly, two eyes caught him in their glare. And the octopus emerged from the darkness. I have been waiting for you, said the octopus, with a deep voice. The waves have told me your story. This is my advice. Give a glittering scale to each of the other fish. You will no longer be the most beautiful fish in the sea, but you will discover how to be happy. I can't, the rainbow fish started to say, but the octopus had already disappeared into a dark cloud of ink. Give away my scales, my beautiful shining scales? Never. How could I ever be happy without them? Suddenly, he felt the light touch of a fin. The little blue fish was back. Rainbow fish, please don't be angry. I just want one little scale. The rainbow fish waited. Only one very, very small shimmering scale. He thought, maybe I would just get one. Carefully, the rainbow fish pulled out the smallest scale and gave it to the little fish. Oh, thank you.
How do you think the rainbow fish is feeling now?
I can't see you. Happy. He feels happy.
He feels
Very
happy.
happy.
Can you tell me why?
Because he did something that sees the little fish happy.
Because the little fish help make him happy, right?
That's a friend.
Very good. All right, let's see what else. Do you think he's being generous now?
Yeah.
He is, because he's sharing, right?